If you're considering the Poly or Plantronics Blackwire series of headsets, there's many different models to choose from and it quickly gets confusing which is going to be best for your application. So we're going to clear that up right now. Depending on what's most important to you and your budget, you have a model that's going to fit any budget from entry level all the way up to premium. You also need to determine which connectivity you need. For example, do you need to connect to only your computer, or do you need to connect to a computer and a mobile phone? Keep in mind, all of the Blackwire series of wired headsets are going to be optimized to work with most of the leading soft phone manufacturers. So whether you use Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Ring Central, Dialpad, the list goes on, the Blackwire series is going to be plug and play, and you'll get additional features like being able to press a button on the call controller to answer and end your phone calls. With either one of these headsets, you may see online two variations, one that says UC and one that says Teams certified. If you strictly use Microsoft Teams and your company doesn't allow additional software to be downloaded because of security reasons, you'll want to go with the Teams version. If you use any other app or you use a mix of Microsoft Teams and Zoom, for example, you want to go with the UC version. Starting at the entry-level model, we have the Poly Blackwire 3220, which is going to be a dual speaker headset that's going to connect to your computer. You also have the option to get this headset in the 3225 model, which is going to connect to your mobile phone and computer. If you prefer a headset that doesn't cover both ears because you want to leave one ear free to hear your surroundings, you have that option with the 3210 or 3215. The 3210 connects to your computer only, the 3215 connects to your mobile phone and computer. If you're on a tight budget, this may be the model that you want to go with to still give you a pretty good microphone and help reduce the background noise. The headset is extremely lightweight, you can adjust the headband, the headset fits very comfortably, and you should be able to wear it for many hours. Moving over to the Blackwire 5220, this model is going to connect to your mobile phone and computer. The speakers are larger, the ear cushions are more padded, and then the headband fits very nicely on the top of your head. When you adjust the headband, if you look on the side of the headband here, there's some numbers. That way you can save the preference that's most comfortable for you. If your main concern isn't having the best microphone quality, then you may want to go with the Blackwire 7225. It's going to have ANC on the speakers, and it's not going to have a microphone boom to get in the way. The button placement is going to be different than the other models. You have the call controls on the headset itself for adjusting your volume, pause, play music, mute, unmute, and then you also have the aware mode. So when you have active noise cancellation on and you want to hear your environment going on around you, simply tap the voice through button and you'll still be able to hear your surroundings without actually taking your headset off. Moving over to the Blackwire 3320, this is going to connect to your computer only, but you also have the option to get it in the variation in the 3325, which is going to connect to your mobile phone and computer. You also have the option to get this headset in a single speaker, which is the 3310 for computer only, or the Blackwire 3315 for your computer and mobile phone. One of the key differences on this model is the cushions are a more soft foam rather than leatherette. The headband is cushioned and it's adjustable just like the other models. This headset should be able to be worn for many hours in a day. We saved the best for last in the Poly Blackwire 8225, which is their premium USB wired headset. It's extremely lightweight and comfortable. It has a nice balance of padding between the headband and the speakers. Also, what's really nice is it has active noise cancellation that can be adjusted. In theory, the Blackwire 8225 should perform best on the microphone test in comparison to the others, but let's get into the microphone test right now and you can be the judge. This is the test of the Poly Blackwire 3220 in a quiet environment. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is what the Blackwire 3320 sounds like if there was no background noise in your environment. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is how the Poly Blackwire 5220 would sound like in a quiet environment. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is what the Blackwire 7225 sounds like in a quiet environment. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. In a quiet environment, this is what the Blackwire 8225 would sound like. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is how the microphone would sound if there was office noise going on around you. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is what the microphone would sound like if you were in an extremely loud office environment. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. If there was loud office noise going on around you, this is what the microphone would sound like. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. If there was office chatter, this is what the Blackwire 7225 would sound like. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. In a loud office environment, this is what the microphone would sound like. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. If you were blending up a margarita next to you, this is what the microphone would sound like. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. With the blender running, this is what the microphone would sound like. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Back to the blender test. If you were blending up a margarita next to you, this is how the microphone would sound like. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Another blender test. This is what the Blackwire 7225 would sound like. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. And with the blender going on, this is what the microphone would sound like. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. So now that you heard the different microphone tests, what did you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. You may be wondering which one of these headsets have side tone. The three that have side tone is the 7225, the 3320, and the 8225. There's going to be a link to all 5 headsets in the description of this video. Visit either one of the links and use coupon code YouTube for an additional discount. Depending on your budget is going to determine on which model you want to choose. I found the Blackwire 8225 to be the most comfortable, but they were all pretty similar aside from the 3220, which was the least comfortable for me. If you're looking to block out most background noise for what you hear, the 7225 and 8225 would be best. Being that the Blackwire 7225 doesn't have a microphone boom and the 8225 does, if mic quality is most important to you as well, then you'd want to stick with the 8225. If you're in a quiet to moderately loud office or home environment, the other 3 models will do just fine with the 3320, 3220, or the 5220. If you found this video helpful, consider hitting the like, subscribe, and notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you're debating between a wired or wireless headset and you like the idea of cutting the cord, there's going to be another video right up here to a wireless model for you to also consider.